3 grizzly bears in the house in the forest. Papa bear, mama bear, baby bear sat down to eat their porridge.
Much too hot.
Growled Papa bear, let's go and walk in the forest. That's when Goldilocks came by, found their house in the thicket. Knock, 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 no answer, so Goldie entered the kitchen.
Smells good!
She grabbed a spoon, though she had no permission.
Papa bear's porridge way too hot.
Mama bear's porridge way too cold.
Baby bear's porridge just right, just right, just right.
After Goldie had her fill, she felt lazy and tired. In the living room she spied chairs of 3 different sizes. They look quite inviting, so Goldie thought she'd try 'em. Papa bear's chair, way too hard.
Mama bear's chair, way too soft.
Baby bear's chair, just right, just right, just right.
Just as Goldie settled in, that chair broke into pieces. Goldie went upstairs and found 3 nice beds she could sleep in. They looked quite inviting, so Papa's bed she creeped in.
Papa bear's bed, way too hard.
Mama bear's bed, way too soft.
Baby bear's bed, just right, just right, just right.
Goldilocks fell fast asleep. 3 bears came back home. Soon as they stepped in, they knew they were not alone.
Someone's been eating my porridge.
Growled Papa, someone's been eating my porridge. Said Mama,
Someone's been eating my porridge.
cried Baby,
And they ate it all up, ate it all up.
They walked into the living room, and what do you think they noticed?
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
Growled Papa,
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
said Mama,
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
cried Baby.
And they've broken it up, broken it up.
Upstairs in their bedroom now, what do you think they noticed?
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
Growled Papa,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
said Mama,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
cried Baby.
And there she is, there she is.
Goldilocks woke up and saw 3 brown bears staring at her. She screamed, "Help!" jumped out of bed and ran away with a clatter. Down the stairs and through the door, Goldie's gone forevermore. Our 3 bears, they scratched their heads, fixed the chair and made the beds, and sat down to eat their porridge. And that is the story of the 3 bears.
Little pigs sang law, law, law. One built a house with a bundle of straw. 3 little pigs sang law, law, law. One built a house with a bundle of straw. A wolf came along and began knocking.
Knock,
Knock, knock, knock.
little pig, let me come in.
No, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Huff, puff, puff.
2 little pigs were in a fix. One built a house with a bundle of sticks. 2 little pigs were in a fix. One built a house with a bundle of sticks. A wolf came along and began knocking. Knock, 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 knock.
Little pig, let me come in.
No, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Huff, puff, puff.
One little pig screamed, quick, quick, quick. He built his house with a load of bricks. One little pig screamed, quick, quick, quick. He built his house with a load of bricks. A wolf came along and began knocking. Knock, 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 knock.
Little pig, let me come in.
No, no, by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Huff, puff, puff.
But he could not blow the house down, and the three little pigs lived happily in the brick house.
Once upon a time there lived a little girl with her mum at the edge of the wood. She wore a red cape with a pretty red hood. Her name was Red Riding Hood. I baked a cake, said her mum one day. Will you take it to Granny dear? But keep to the path to Granny's home. Don't wander anywhere. Red Riding Hood set off through the woods with a basket in her hands. She stopped to pluck some flowers on the way. A wolf saw her by chance. The wolf asked her,
Hey little girl, where are you up to now?
To my granny's house in the middle of the woods.
and the wolf had an idea foul. The wolf ran fast to the house in the woods and knocked the door. When the door opened, the wolf leapt fast and tied up Granny Paw. The wolf tucked in under the bed sheets tight, wearing Granny's robe. When Red Riding Hood knocked,
Come in, my dear, he spoke.
What a deep voice, Granny, you have.
The better to greet you with.
What big eyes, Granny, you have.
The better to see you with.
What big hands, Granny, you have.
The better to hug you with.
What big teeth, Granny, you have.
The better to eat you with.
Red Riding Hood jumped away, fooled by the wolf no more. A passing woodcutter heard her scream and ran in through the door. Smash, 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 he knocked the wolf, saved little Red Riding Hood. Then Granny and he and Red Riding Hood had cake in the middle of the woods.
The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse.
Mouse was creeping through the woods and woke a sleeping lion. Angrily he grabbed that mouse, She was scared and crying. She said,
If you let me go, I'll help you someday. Soon you'll see. When you need me, I'll be there. You'll count on me. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse.
Lion said,
You tiny thing, what could you do for me? Tell you what, haha, you made me laugh, so I will set you free.
Thank you.
Next day Lion stalked his prey, but on his way back home, he walked into a trap. He was captured and alone.
The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse.
Tiny Mouse heard Lion's roar and scurried to the scene. She gnawed the rope, released the line and said,
Now we're a team.
Lion answered,
I was wrong to laugh because you're small. If it weren't for you, I would not be here at all.
The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. Best friends forever, the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. Best friends forever, the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse, the Lion and the Mouse. This is the story of the Lion and the Mouse.
Mom, tell us the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. What's a beanstalk? Is that a kind of soup? No, silly. It's I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Long ago, Jack and his mom lived their life on a country farm. They were poor, not enough to eat, so they made a plan to make ends meet. Jack, go sell our cow, Bessie, and with the money we can grow more crops. On market day, Jack sold old Bess to a funny lass who was oddly dressed.
Hello, young man.
She politely bowed.
I'll trade you beans for that milking cow. They're magic beans,
Whoa.
and they'll grow a crop as high as the sky.
Wow! Jack went home to show his mom, but when she saw what he had done, she threw away the beans outside.
Oh, Jack, just beans? Oh, my!
She cried.
But Mom, they're magic beans.
Oh, magic schmagic. The next day where the beans did land, a giant beanstalk grew.
Oh, man!
Jack climbed those twisty vines so high and found a castle in the sky.
Wow! Look at that!
But when he went inside the place, a big fat giant with an ugly face came thumping in so very loud, shook the heavens and the clouds.
Fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell a boy, yum, yum, yum. Fee-fi-fo-fum, ready or not, here I come.
Jack was so frightened that he hid in the cupboard while the giant counted his gold. When the big old giant fell asleep, Jack escaped with gold to keep. Decided he'd go back up there.
But first I'd better say a prayer. Oh, please, keep me safe from the mean old giant.
He climbed up to the castle and hid inside.
Aha!
He said,
The giant's pride. Golden eggs from that little hen.
the giant counted at least 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What comes after 5? Fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell a boy, yum, yum, yum. Fee-fi-fo-fum, ready or not, here I come.
Yikes! Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Oops, wrong
the giant came thundering after Jack and threw himself on the beanstalk.
When I got home, I grabbed an axe and chopped that beanstalk all the way down.
And that big old giant went hurtling off,
never ever to be found.
With the hen's golden eggs, Jack and his mom could now live a good life. Jack's mom was proud and made a feast, and neighbors came from near and far.
The harp played songs and sang along. Jack, you are a shining star. Jack, you are a star. So, did they make beanstalk soup? No, but now they had a hen that laid golden eggs. Oh, but you could break your teeth on those.
Story time, everyone! How about Little Red Riding Hood?
Yay! I want to pretend that I'm Little Red, and I'll be the big bad wolf.
Oh, I'm not sure Wookie likes that idea. Everyone ready?
Yeah!
There once was a girl all dressed in red who went to her grandma's sickly bed.
She's not feeling well, so I'll cut through the dell and visit Gran for a short little spell.
Now remember, don't talk to any strangers.
I promise.
Mama gave Red some specialties, Grandma's very favorite cheese. But in the woods a wolf stopped Red.
Well, hello, my dear. You're going where?
He said,
You're a stranger, right? I'm not really supposed to talk to you, but I'm off to Gran, she's sick in bed. I've brought some cheese and fresh baked bread.
Then Red took off, but the wolf was smart. He knew the way to Gran's by heart.
I'm smarter than the average wolf.
The wolf sneaked into Grandma's place.
I'll hide you so there's not a trace.
He locked her in, got into bed with Granny's nightcap on his head. Help me! Poor Granny cried.
Why, come in, dear.
Why, Gran,
said Red, and she walked right in.
Oh, I've been wondering how you've been.
I'm okay.
But she sounded weird.
Granny, since when do you have a beard?
Oh.
Granny has a beard. Uh-oh. Why, Granny, what big ears you have. And Granny, what big eyes you have. And Granny, what big teeth you have.
The better, my dear, to eat you with.
No! No! Say that to my face!
The better to eat you with.
On second thought, no!
Cried Little Red Riding Hood, and a huntsman burst in from the woods. He broke the door, and he grabbed that beast.
Why, I'll give you a pound.
To say the least! You're a big, bad, hairy wolf, and you better stop being a bully, or you won't have any friends. Humph!
Well, the huntsman let poor Granny out, and Little Red just blurted out,
I talked to a stranger.
Confess, Little Red.
I've learned my lesson now.
She said.
She learned her lesson now, she said. Wow, that big bad wolf sure learned his lesson. He sure did. And they sent him away, and he never came back. See what happens to big bad bullies?
Indeed. Now, what's the moral of the story?
Never let a wolf know if you have fresh baked bread and special cheese. Let's tell the story of the boy and the wolf and the sheep.
Oh, the little boy who cried wolf.
Why would he cry wolf? Because he didn't know how to say wah.
Joey, why don't you pretend to be the shepherd boy and tell us all about it?
Sure. I'm a shepherd boy who tends his sheep. I try hard not to fall asleep, 'cause sometimes it can get real slow watching all this green grass grow. Hey, I have an idea. I think I'll play a little joke on all the local towny folks. I'll pretend a wolf came by, chased my sheep and made them cry. Help me, a wolf appeared. It chased my sheep. We're all afeared. Oh dear.
Oh no! Oh no, that's bad.
Oh my. We'd better run and help.
The villagers came out to see. The boy and sheep were quite carefree. The boy just laughed.
I was kidding, guys.
But this was not a fun surprise. Shame on you for making us all worry. We thought you and your flock were in trouble.
Oh, it was just a joke. Can't you take a joke?
The next day passed and night dragged on. The boy made a plan in early dawn.
I'll do it all again today, so I'm not bored.
And he laughed away.
Help me, a wolf appeared. It chased my sheep. We're all afeared.
Oh dear.
Sounds like trouble.
So once again villagers climbed the hill to see the sheep were fine. The boy laughed.
I was kidding, guys.
I think you better apologize.
Yeah! Say you're sorry!
You tricked us again. That's just not nice. You lied to us. It was just a joke.
The villagers were not happy, but the shepherd boy thought it was funny that he once again tricked the townspeople.
You bet.
One fine day while with his flock, a wolf appeared. The boy was shocked. He cried out to the village folks,
Help me, please. This is not a joke. La-di-da.
would you like another cup of tea?
Don't mind if I do.
But no one paid attention then, thought it was a joke again. They ignored the shepherd's plea, just relaxed and drank their tea.
Hey, this is not funny. Help me, a wolf appeared. It's chased my sheep. We're all afeared.
But sadly, no one came. The shepherd boy realized that no one believed him anymore. The boy came running into town. Everybody gathered round.
He's the one who made us
I'm
mad!
sorry I behaved so bad. I really am. I've learned my lesson, and I'll never lie again. Well done.
Hey, look! A scary spider!
Ah, where?
Hey, quit telling lies, Mark. Didn't you ever hear the story about the boy who cried wolf? No? Tell me!
The boy who cried wolf. The boy who cried wolf. There was a boy who watched the sheep. He'd watch him walk and watch him sleep. He was so bored he made a plan.
I need to find some action, man! Hey, everybody! Gather around! There's a big bad wolf in town!
The boy who cried wolf.
There was no wolf, the boy had lied. But the people of the village ran outside.
We're here to help you. Where's the beast?
There's a lesson to this song. Lying to people is always wrong.
They won't believe anything you say, even if you really need help someday. I'm really sorry, I tricked my friends. All this lying is gonna end.
The boy who cried wolf. The boy who cried wolf.
Guys, this time there really is a spider.
Ah!
Well done for telling the truth, Mark.
Yep, no more crying wolf for this boy.
Vroom, vroom! I'm going faster than you!
Sure, baby brother.
Not fair! I can never go fast enough! Aw, that's okay, little guy. Have you ever heard the story of the tortoise and the hare? No. I think you might like it. There was a hare. He ran so fast. He ran around the town quick as a rocket blast. No one could beat him. No, no, no. Quick as a bunny, he'd go, go, go. There was a tortoise. He was so slow.